they mention I, definition of the fly. That's why I don't write rhymes, I write.
All right, coming up next, it's a welterweight showdown between Kelvin Gastelum and KAMARU Usman. All right, so here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt, beat Tyron Woodley, and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, KAMARU Usman understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion. And when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecards and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds, KAMARU Usman. Well, for my money, he's on the short list of UFC fighters, some of the best fighters to have never realized a UFC championship. Here is Kelvin Gastelum trying to continue his run here at 185 pounds.
Yes, since Kelvin Gastelum has gone up to 185 and stopped depleting himself in those massive weight cuts down to 170, he's only gotten better. And that showed in the fight with Israel Adesanya when he had a chance to become UFC interim champion. He went 5 rounds. He went 5 rounds hard. He tried to outspoke, fell a little bit short, but that gave him confidence in knowing that with the heart and the spirit of Kelvin Gastelum and the skill, that if he's that close, with a few adjustments, he can find himself right back in the same spot.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, some differences in height and reach. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, KAMARU, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, USA, KELVIN GASTELUM.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your car. Ready?
All right, here we go with round 1, and sometimes when you have a closely contested matchup on paper, grappler versus grappler, we see a striking affair. All indications are these guys are going to try to clinch and try to do what got them to the finish.
They will try to clinch, right? They may try and strike, but ultimately...
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, a good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, he is grounding, he is pounding, and now he's working the body to great effect. Nice job by Usman. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. The ground and pound has been there all night.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a KAMARU here.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land. He's trying to land effective strikes.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Gastelum's trying for the KAMARU submission here.
Not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Close guard. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Gastelum. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Gastelum going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Back to the feet now. 83 total strikes have landed for KAMARU Usman. Just misses with a left hook there. Well, I'm an identical twin. 2 is better than 1. You might as well double up on the jab. He did so effectively there.
Doubling up on the jab, and you see his opponent's head popping back every time he lands.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch.
And he's out. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Close guard, and he landed the right hand there. Oh, nice combination of strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Not unlike Muhammad Ali or Sonny Liston.
Oh, that is a good reference. If you're standing and your opponent's on the ground, you're doing really good work.
All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you liked face punching, that was a good round.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking. It was the punches.
that really did allow him to take control of this round.
All right, here we go with round 2. Kelvin Gastelum. And that man, the Nigerian Nightmare, KAMARU. Oh, nice punch there by Gastelum.
Double leg shot.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
I mean, how many can he take? Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, close guard now. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Usman's back in half guard. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Gastelum going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Nice hammer fist.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Just over 3 minutes to go. Close guard. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Splits the guard, lands the right hand.
Now he's going to attack a triangle choke here.
And he's out. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Ground and pound strike there now. Side control now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Gastelum. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
It's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
He's having his way with him here. Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright. Well, not a good sign for the opposition here. 148 total strikes have landed for Kelvin Gastelum. And you can see the strides being made in the striking realm, landing with an 82% accuracy against the Nigerian Nightmare, KAMARU. Good shot there to land the takedown. Nice job by KAMARU. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating. You need to be framing. You need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Third round underway. Really making good use of this reach advantage there with that punch. Oh, tags him with the left. That is an educated left hand.
Educated left hand. He is throwing it so fast and so crisp.
Usman going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Close guard. Oh, nice work from the box. Tags him with the punch. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Good work from the top here by GASTELUM. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. And they both stand up. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Sound strike on the ground. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Solid strike on the ground. Usman back in side control. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Close guard. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. Now he's okay. Now he can escape. Now he's on top of him looking for a finish.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Ground and pound strike is true. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
And he's able to work his way back to his feet. Quick entry.
Great single entry. Rotates the high crotch, takes it for a while. He flips him over the top. What a huge takedown.
I mean, do I survive that, or am I read my last right?
Absolutely not. You don't survive it. It's over. It's over, John.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Gastelum. All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Someone on his cut. Calm down. We knew it was going to be a bloody fight. We knew this, okay?
All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters. The inside, he's hurt now.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it.
Oh, beautiful level change.
Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by KAMARU. Lands with the ground and pound. Nice move in the half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that guard.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a nice smooth butter. What a great job passing.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to the ring.
Oh, my God. He switched the arm to a high crotch, rotated him, and took him for a ride. That was a big takedown.
All right, side control now. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Buff. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Couple hammer fists there for good measure. Usman's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Gastelum. Good, solid strike on the ground. Usman's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
Nicely done. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. 90 seconds now to go in the round. reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed up there.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows it's tough when you're tough.
Oh, big elbow.
Let's go, do something.
His opponent's got
double leg takedown. Gastelum's got a big bruise starting to form on the right side of his body. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel.
And he's out. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Close guard. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Gastelum. A series of punches from the top here by USMAN. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Calm down. Listen, once again, you are not timing the shots. You are not setting up anything.
You ready? You ready?
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton. And to watch his punchline just puts a smile on my face.
Rotates the lock and throws him way through the air. What a massive takedown.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Hard to get up again here, but he looks hooked. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. USMAN getting pounded by those hammer fists. We might get a stoppage here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Gastelum. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Close guard. Nice hammer fist. Oh, worked hard to get up again, but he looks like he's compromised. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Clipped him with the right hand there. All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's going to lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops. There is no more strategy. There is no more time to try to set up a punch. You got to just start letting everything fly. Right hand punch.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Right under the elbow.
He's throwing tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Oh, he might be out. Huge elbow there.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across. And secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
And he's out. Gastelum's eye now closing up. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get ground and pounded into the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase choke.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Gastelum. About the speed on that reversal there. I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
What a fight! The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, KAMARU, the Nigerian Nightmare, USMAN.
All right, so there he is. The celebration is on. He tried to leave the judges out of it tonight, was unable to do that, but a pretty dominant effort nonetheless. He's your winner by unanimous decision.
And you've got to feel good about that. You've got to feel good about dominating every aspect of a fight and getting the victory. You should be very proud of his performance tonight.